Ryan, I think it's time. I think it's time that we cancel Flat Stanley. All right. I think it's my main.
Is Flat Stanley problematic?
Well, in the traditional canceling sense, probably not. I don't think he said anything that's caused any issues that I'm aware of. Yeah. I haven't read all of his books, but my main thought with this is I think we need to stop promoting children's characters that if emulated would be fatal to children. Sure. You know, we don't want kids thinking, oh, Flat Stanley, he sounds like he's got a good life. He's shipping himself. He
goes all over the world.
Yeah,
he sees the sights.
A real world traveler. And, he doesn't even have to pay for plane tickets.
No, he's just in postage.
Right, exactly. And the kids are worried about the costs for sure. And so they're like, I'm going to try that out myself. And we don't want that. Now, I will say, I don't know if the methods by which he became flat would actually be fatal to children.
I'm not sure they would work in becoming flat either.
For sure. No. I'm not saying it would work.
Yeah.
But I think canonically, he became flat after a bulletin board fell on him.
That was my understanding.
Right. Which I don't think would kill a child.
Definitely not. Also, most likely wouldn't flatten a child. It might give them a small bump or a concussion, maybe.
Yeah. Concussed Stanley is a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, it's that's sort of the spin-off series.
Maybe that's kind of the actual thing, is that he got a concussion and he started having these visions.
He's imagining all of this happening to him.
I think that could be what's happening. But, I just wanted to put that out there that maybe we should go back through and make sure that we're not encouraging children to be harmed. When kids are like, I'm Superman, and they try to fly and then they jump off something and then they break their leg or something.
Yeah.
We need to be watching out for these sorts of things.
Yeah, we need to keep all bulletin boards away.
Right.
From the children.
Securely affixed to walls and whatnot.
Yes.
Well, everyone, welcome back to 3 a.m. in the afternoon. That's right. We're doing an intro this time. We decided it was time. Episode 40. It's a landmark number. It's a landmark episode. And we're going to have a lot of landmarks within here, including, but not limited to, Ryan trying a Peepsi? ?
We got about 2/3.
Yeah. 2/3 majority of it already drank.
Yeah.
I will say it's probably quite flat.
Yeah, given I was going to say, how old is this Peepsi?
This is also about a week and a half. Along with the remaining Olive Garden in the fridge.
Okay.
But don't worry, I'm sure it's still...
Well, since you said it tasted so good when it wasn't flat, I'm sure it's probably going to be even better.
Even better now that it's just straight syrup. There we go. We're cracking it open. Oh, it's not flat.
It's not. It got a nice sort of carbonated hiss.
That was incredible.
I don't even like this. I don't even like the smell. I'm gonna be honest. I got a whiff of it.
Okay.
It's smelling. I'm definitely getting a hint of marshmallow smell.
Well, that's good. It's living up to the name. It doesn't smell good. No, I'll say that.
I don't particularly want to smell that either. Well, it smells like sugar.
Yep. Which is incredible because usually sugar doesn't.
I'm like a sommelier right now.
Right.
Smell, just kind of swirled around.
Yeah.
Got a bucket or something I can spit this out into.
That would be probably ideal. We could grab the trash can.
All right, I'm gonna try it a little.
Yeah.
I just realized the Pepsi times Peeps. Okay.
Yeah. What does it equal? We'll find out. He's feeling the pressure. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Just, oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, it's not good.
No, it whoever said cotton candy, I don't know if that was you or one of your friends. I'm getting strong hints of cotton candy.
Strong hints of
cotton candy. In fact, it's not even a hint anymore.
Yeah.
It's like they're blatantly saying cotton candy.
Cotton candy, just right on there.
No hints. They gave me the answer, basically.
Yeah.
And it was cotton candy.
No, I did not say that. I said cream cheese. Are you getting any cream cheese out of that?
I don't know about cream cheese. Cream cheese frosting, maybe?
Okay. Hey, that's close.
But that's on like the lower end.
Low probability. All right. Well, hey.
I did taste I think one difference, I did taste a little marshmallow.
Okay.
But not enough.
You would like more. And
also, I don't think I would like more either. I don't like it at all.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's the official.
Get this out of my sight. I'm glad you got me this water, actually.
Yeah, that was probably good.
It also has a very lingering aftertaste. I'd like to say that.
Yes.
I can still taste it in my
very
mouth.
much so. Yeah, probably wash that down. Anyway, nothing like a little Peepsi in the morning. That's right. This is probably the first episode we've recorded in the morning.
Bright and early.
Exactly.
At 10:40.
10:40. Yeah. Where does this compare relative to your typical wake up time here? How are we doing?
My typical wake up time on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
I mean, usually I would not be awake.
Okay. And did you wake up just for this?
This is probably 20 minutes earlier than I would be awake.
Okay. Sure.
Did I wake up just for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hey.
Pretty much.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Really, the dedication there is unparalleled.
It is unmatched.
Me personally, hey, I've been getting up earlier, so
okay.
Just wanted to put that out there. Okay.
Sure.
I've actually had breakfast in the past couple of weeks, which, we were dogging on that just a few episodes ago, but I'm getting on that train. Had a little lemon poppy seed bread this morning.
That's great.
Maybe I should call it a cake because it said it's a bread with a lemon glaze.
That's
just
a cake.
Straight icing. It was not, but I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. So I did appreciate that. Just don't give me a drug test. Okay. Because then
those poppy seeds are dangerous.
Yes, exactly. I'll test positive for heroin. And that's the only reason that would be the case. Anyway, Ryan, how have things been going for you this past week?
Great. Things have been going great. It's been kind of a busy week.
Okay.
We've got spring break coming up.
We do.
Next week, actually. So
kind of the end of the first half of the semester, the clock's winding down. You're trying to get your final shots in.
That's right. Shot clock, buzzer beater.
Exactly.
And we're throwing buzzer beaters left and right.
Sure, on those assignment deadlines.
That's right.
Yeah.
And midterms and such.
Mm-hmm.
Got an exam that actually moved to record this episode.
Again,
so unmatched dedication. Was I prepared for the exam anyway? Yeah. We're not going to speak about that.
Okay.
But it's the spring break coming up.
Yeah.
We're in the crunch time.
We are in the crunch time. Do you have any plans for spring break?
I have not thought that far ahead.
Okay. Sure. You're just trying to live day by day, live in the moment.
I really try to live in the moment.
Yeah, that's admirable.
That means no planning of any sort. No future planning.
For sure.
But how about you? You got any spring break plans?
Oh,
I'm sure you do.
Got loads of them. Going to be hitting up the DMV.
Wow.
Yeah. You ever heard of DC, Maryland, Virginia? That's not where I'm going. I'm going to the actual DMV. Got to renew the license. I'm still on the vertical license, which indicates to many that I'm under 21, which I'm not. It's just how Missouri likes to do things a little bit differently. Yeah. But it is expiring.
Kind of like that.
Right. Exactly. But my license is expiring, so I do need to get that sorted out. So I'll be hitting that up. I'm going back to Kansas City. That's the broad thing. So I'll be meeting up with family. Might visit some teachers, some friends. I also haven't thought that far ahead. So we'll see about that. But overall, just looking forward to having the week off. And then it'll be back second half of the second semester of the last semester.
That's right. Of the last year of my undergraduate program. That's right.
So it'll be graduation before you know it. And it's gonna be a wild time. Let's just say that. But anyway, that's most of my spring break action on that front. Is DMV. That's the primary.
That's a huge. I mean, that's gonna take probably most of your spring
Probably
break.
most of it. I will say
you'll be in there for a while.
Yeah, right. I will say I've had pretty good luck with the DMV in terms of not taking a lot of time there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to jinx myself here, so we'll just have to see how that goes.
Sure. You mentioned graduation.
Yeah,
I found out some great news.
Great news.
Incredible news, actually.
Yeah.
We were talking about a few episodes ago, graduation fees, graduation costs,
Sure.
It's costing $25
to apply
just to get my degree.
Right.
Feels like that should be included in tuition. We've already belabored that point.
Sure.
But, then we were talking about, costs of the cap and gown.
Yeah.
What's that adding on to the situation? We threw out some numbers. Over $100, I think, was my limit.
Yeah. As far as
I think yours was quite higher than that.
But. Yeah. Then I walked it back a little bit, but it is still quite high, I would say.
Okay. Well, like I said, I found out some great news in that I don't have to pay for my cap and gown at all.
That's exciting.
That's exciting.
Great. Put it on the Chancellor's tab.
It is on the Chancellor's tab.
There you go. Ronnie was like, we want this kid to graduate, so we should probably...
We want this kid out of here.
Throw him a bone.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but got a nice Chancellor's Scholar Award.
There you go.
So we will not be having... Which I did not know that there were any sort of perks associated with that whatsoever.
I didn't either.
So it was kind of a nice surprise opening that email, and you get past all the sort of
phishing links and whatnot.
Exactly. And then you get to the end and it's saying, oh, by the way, your cap and gown's paid for. And I'm like, hey, that's the best news I've heard all week.
That is great. What are the other perks?
There are a few other perks. So one of them is that apparently we go first.
Oh, that's fun.
So I'm sorry, but normally I'd be down in the H's, but I guess I'm in the H's of
the Chancellor Scholar section.
The 90 or so people.
Sure.
And I feel like there was one other thing that I'm not remembering.
Okay. I can't.
There might be like a cord or something.
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Or like a
I don't know.
medal or
I'd
something.
have to look. Yeah.
We'll see. I'm also in the ranks there. Nice. So we'll be not too far from each other, probably.
I mean, G and H.
Yeah. You would think there's probably no other, no one between G and HR. That's not true, but that would be exciting.
What are you? You're GE.
I'm in the early G's. You're in the late H's.
I know at least one person that would be between us.
Well,
already,
that's tough.
So
well, that's
I'm sorry
unfortunate.
to say that.
Yeah, that's they're trying to separate us, Ryan. And
sure,
I don't appreciate that.
Maybe they could put a 3 a.m. section before the Chancellor's Scholars. That's just the two of us.
Yeah.
We go, and then they
all the people that we brought to the university probably applied on our behalf.
Recruiting boost.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't really read too much of the email, to be honest. So that's where I was using an honest refresher there.
Sure. Well, there's a form that you need to fill out, so you should probably do that.
I do need to confirm. I do need to confirm that I want that.
Definitely.
So I would actually not. I would prefer to pay for my own gown. That'd be great.
Make my own way.
Yes, exactly. So shout out to Ronnie for that one.
Yeah, that was great. I appreciate it, man.
I just want to say a quick thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Good stuff. Well. This past weekend, Ryan, we had quite a special event going on. It was Charlie's birthday on Saturday. I know, the birthday boy, 22.
Yeah,
entering 22. His Swiftie season.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, no. Hey, that's no kidding, no joke.
Taylor Swift era.
Yes, it's not something to be taken lightly. But which also shout out for the pottery. You can check them out on the YouTube video if that ends up going through.
Incredible pottery.
We got a nice little sphere action. It's not every day you see that.
Of the practical usage of that, but
it's all about the it's for your podcast decorations, I think is the main use. But yeah, you might think, oh, are these machine made? No, actually, they're hand built. He's in a hand building class. So
I'm not sure if Charlie knew, but the cups usually don't have holes in them.
Right.
They're not really able to hold liquid that way.
Yeah, that one's going to be a little bit tough for the Peepsi consumption there.
Well, actually, I would prefer that for the Peepsi consumption.
So please give me a cup like that, if possible.
That would be incredible. Anyway, check out the pottery on YouTube.
Absolutely. And great. They might be up for sale. I'm not going to offer that without Charlie's consent.
It's not exactly your property, but hey, depending on what sort of bids we get,
we might have to do it regardless. Yeah. Say sorry, Charlie.
Pretty easily.
Sorry, Charlie, but someone's offering $5 for that. So
good luck, Charlie.
Exactly. But anyway, so yes, it was Charlie's birthday. Drop a little happy birthday in the comment section to Charlie. And we checked something off the bucket list, Ryan. We went to Old Rodizio Grill in the Haymarket. I don't know if you've been there.
I have been.
You have been.
I have been there.
Exceptional.
Really great place.
It's the old Brazilian steakhouse, which not a whole lot of steak there. Can I just say?
Yeah, not a whole lot of steak.
I guess that's just how
a lot of everything else though.
Yeah, that's how they do it in Brazil. That's the steaks of Brazil, or the chickens and the lambs and whatnot. Good stuff. Yeah, basically. How it works for anyone who's not familiar, which I was not at all, is basically they've got a whole bunch of like rotisserie kebab skewer things packed with different types of meats. And then they bring it around to your table and like chop off however much you want. And then they move on and they just keep going like that. And they give you a little signal. It's a little red light, green light kind of action. Where you turn it to red when you've had enough. You turn it to green when you want more meats, and they'll come and stop by.
Sort of inspired by Squid Game.
Right, exactly. And if you turn it to red while they're there.
Yeah, is there, I seem to recall there being a menu, but there being little to nothing on it. Was there a menu?
We did not get a menu.
Okay. I think there is a salad bar.
There is, yes.
That's pretty much the only food you get yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Which they've got more than salads there. They had a strawberry soup, which I didn't have, but I was curious about.
So am I.
Yeah, right. They had various pastas. They had like corn and potatoes and all sorts of things at the salad bar. Really expanding the definition of salads, which I'm a fan of. But so we did participate in that. But yeah, other than that, it might also depend on when you go, because I think they've got different things for lunch versus dinner versus maybe different days of the week.
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on that.
So maybe they kind of
rotate the kebabs based on when you go too.
That probably checks out. But yeah, they had some good ones. They also had pineapple on the kebab.
Roasted pineapple.
Yeah.
Classic.
It's a tasty one. To add a little bit of the sweetness in there. But one of the kebabs in particular that was notable for our day was the chicken heart kebab. I don't know if they had this one while you were there.
I don't recall that one.
You don't recall that one?
That must be a new addition.
Yeah, it was definitely a sight to behold. Chicken heart's not super big.
Yeah. How big is a chicken heart? So how many of them?
We're talking like a grape tomato.
So there's multiple on here?
Oh, there's tons of them.
Okay.
Oh, there's an unbelievable amount. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's probably upwards of 30 on a skewer. And that they don't bring that one out right away. At least they didn't for us. They get you started
easy into it.
Right. They get you started.
That's nice of them.
A little bacon wrapped chicken. Yep. Hit us up with that.
Of course.
Yep. Get that going. Get a little roasted lamb.
Roasted pineapple. Love it.
Sure. Yeah.
Ate it up.
Slice, which that was also good because on some of these, so some of them are like with the chicken hearts, they've got like 30 of them on this thing and they just slide up some off. But some of them, they like slice it off.
Yeah.
If they've got like a larger piece of meat. with those, it's difficult because they don't really tell you what to do, whether you have to tell them to stop or if they're going to stop when they want to or what they're going to do. So this guy slicing the pineapple, he went for probably a good 5 minutes just slicing pineapple.
Oh my gosh.
And we just kept taking it. We're like, give us some more of that. And so we're like, we don't know. And they kind of employ the people at the ends of the table, which luckily I was not at. If you're at the end of the table, you really take on a strong responsibility.
You do. In
terms of telling them how much you want. And also when they're skewering off, having to kind of grab the stuff as it's falling off. It's a very active kind of participation role. So thank goodness.
Sure, they're in the audience involved.
Right. Yes, exactly. So yeah, we got my guy Coop. He's pulling off these pineapples for a good 5 minutes. I mean, thank you for your service on that front. But anyway, yeah. So they bring out kind of the mundanes, the stuff that you're familiar with. They bring out the bacon wrapped chicken. They bring out the buffalo kind of chicken. They're bringing out different kind of like a garlic beef kind of thing. They bring out the lamb. Okay, a little bit more adventurous. Then they bring out the chicken hearts, and that one, we did have some people try it. We had some brave folks.
From the way you phrase that, you didn't.
You don't. Yeah. Oh, I should probably say I did not. I did not partake.
Okay.
I did not partake.
Fair enough.
But it is kind of a different reaction when they bring that out versus other stuff. They're like chicken hearts. How many chicken hearts? Yeah. And you're
one for everyone.
Right. You're kind of. It is great. I think one of the second or third times they brought it around, we got my guy Justin, and they're like, how many chicken hearts? And at that point, you're kind of looking around. You start like, oh, chicken hearts. Let me check. Check with the rest of the table here.
I think we're good on chicken hearts.
Chicken heart. Oh, let's see where I'm feeling pretty full. Yeah. Anyone else? How are we feeling? Sure. Where are we at on? Are we good on chicken hearts or? Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good.
Then they bring around the bacon wrapped chicken, and you're I'm so hungry.
Yeah, maybe give us about 7 of those. We
haven't done anything yet. Yeah, we've been waiting.
But anyway, we had some people try it. Probably 3 people tried it to begin with, and then and they did fine. They're like, yeah, it's all right. It's not that bad.
It's all right.
Charlie's like, yeah, it's fine. Then at the end of the night, they're bringing around the chicken hearts again. And, some folks, we had been discussing the chicken hearts and some people are like, well, I'll try it if you try it, that sort of thing. So,
little quid pro quo.
Right. That's when we say, all right, we'll take 2 chicken hearts. First off, one falls off the skewer. And so it's like, all right, there's one. And then he still gives 2. And it's like, all right, yeah, probably best to have 3, just in case. But something about that didn't go as well for the people that were more hesitant. I mean, we got one person almost in tears over the chicken heart. One person almost throwing up.
Oh no.
It was really a tough sight. It was really difficult to watch there. Yeah. It's like, all right, maybe how about we just spit that one out? That's not something.
You don't have to swallow.
Right. I'm not really feeling that. I don't know if that had to do with eating them at the end of the meal versus the beginning. You kind of work yourself up about it. I don't really know.
The chicken heart's kind of left out for a while.
Right.
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know how many people are eating it. I mean, these might be the same chicken hearts that they keep bringing. They've only had one skewer the whole night. I don't know. But it was a tough scene. I was kind of on the fence. I was like, it's probably not that bad. But then after that happened, I'm like, I'm probably
absolutely not.
I'm probably going to hold off on that one. So, best not to make a scene in the Rodizio Grill. But still a good time nonetheless. A lot of meat, really putting the digestive system through its paces there.
It is.
In terms of the amount of food consumed.
Yeah. I've only been once.
Okay.
I'd like to go back.
Okay.
It was a good time.
Maybe try out the chicken heart.
See, ask him, request it maybe.
Yeah. Say, hey,
do you have chicken heart today?
Yeah.
No?
No.
All right, I'll be back.
Why am I even here? Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to think I would try the chicken heart.
You'd like to think that.
I'm not sure if I would, but I'd like to think that I would.
Right. They definitely, like sometimes, like with chicken fingers, doesn't really look like chicken fingers. Also is not chicken fingers. But with the chicken hearts, definitely you could tell. This is a heart, straight up. And that made it a little bit more off-putting.
Sure.
In my opinion. I also probably would have gone with the cut approach. Go for maybe a quarter of that, even though it is pretty small. Just because I'm not ambitious enough to plop the whole thing in there.
The whole thing, kind of chew it up in your mouth. And
right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
swallowed whole
where I was at. I'm not sure I would have fared any better, frankly, than those last two folks. But anyway.
At least, well, probably not them. But the people that did eat it entirely can say that they swallowed a heart whole.
That's right. So that's right. The other two people can too.
Yeah, true.
They've got 2 hearts in them.
Yeah.
And I think some people probably had 3 to 4 hearts in them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were eating them. They just eat them up. Yeah, exactly. So that's just how they do it in Brazil. They say in the restaurant they're ambassadors of Brazil. So I feel as though the trip to the embassy was good. Brazil certainly is bringing a lot to the table there. A lot more, maybe even than I would like. But
yeah,
it was good stuff. Also had another, probably kind of on the opposite side of the spectrum there in terms of adventurousness. Went to the Costco food court for the first time. And just Costco in general.
Do they also bring the food to the table there?
They do not. Yeah. They do not. In fact, they almost don't fulfill your order at all.
Sure. Yeah.
No, I mean, there was never a doubt. But yeah, this was a little post escape room action. A little escape room, Costco food court. It goes together like peanut butter and jelly, frankly. Yeah, we actually went to the escape room by the penitentiary this time, just to see what that was about. See if we
I think that actually was the penitentiary.
Yes, right. Yes, it was right by it. I mean, it was directly by the sign, and then inside of a fence a little ways. But yeah, we got in there. It was a little vampire theme. What are your thoughts on making prisons themed? Probably not a good idea.
Prisons,
right? Like a little vampire theme kind of vibe.
I don't know. I
probably would kind of go against
the trade-offs and
right.
the benefits. On the one hand, that's taxpayer dollars.
Right.
On the other hand, that could be a good kind of morale boost to both the inmates and the correctional workers. So
right.
I don't know.
Or just make them feel like they're in an escape room.
Sure.
But maybe we don't want to encourage that kind of behavior.
I'm not sure that's entirely what we want.
Basically, you just load them up with red herrings. You say, "Hey," you just keep having them doing puzzles, and then maybe you make the puzzles relevant. Have them do some technical equations that we're trying to figure out, that sort of thing.
Sure.
I don't know how that would go, but anyway, this escape room was kind of loaded up with the red herrings, but. I guess a little tip from our experience here. They don't let you ask for hints in this escape room. They'll just kind of give you hints if you're in a bad spot.
You mean there's no guy that walks in and starts screaming?
No, not at this one. No gardener at this. Cool. No housekeeper at this particular event. But I guess a tip in this case, when you can't ask for hints, is just openly despair about not being able to escape. I think we had about 15 minutes left and we're like, well, I just don't think we're going to be getting out of this one.
Just sort of talk aloud.
Yeah. Wait. Say maybe if we had a hint, we could be able to do that. But I don't think we're going to be able to make it out of this one. And don't you know?
Was this a particularly difficult room? Was it rated?
We had about a 30% escape rating.
Oh, okay.
So
sure.
You say that with what you will.
Yeah.
But I would say that's
for a
difficult.
Group of one of the most esteemed scholar programs on campus.
Sure. You would hope.
Still be pretty difficult.
Right. Yeah. So we got in there, and we did end up getting out before the time ran out, believe it or not. They didn't just let us out. Well, I mean, they did kind of give us a hint that led us there. But anyway, escaped probably only a couple minutes after, saying there's no way we're getting out of this thing. So that just shows you got to believe in yourself, You got to
never give up.
Right, exactly. Except when there might be hints involved.
Yeah. Always ask for help from a higher power.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. I see you're coming around.
Sure.
Just want to remind you that I've got a Bible basics class tomorrow night. So if you're interested,
I think I'm busy, but
okay. Well, I didn't even give you the time. But
okay. What time?
Probably about 7:30.
Okay.
I mean 8:30.
I think I'm busy both of those times.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, fair enough. That's how it goes. Maybe next week we can see. But anyway, yeah. So we did the escape room, then go to the Costco food court. First time being in a Costco. And can I just say it was a good time? Can I just say that?
You can.
Okay, thank you. Now this was we are in the Lenten period of the, I don't know, Catholic religious calendar here, which means you can't have meat on Fridays. And what that leads to is a whole lot of cheese pizza consumption from kind of the pickier eaters in the Catholic munch.
The Catholic Church is funding a lot of cheese pizza.
For sure.
The cheese pizza market.
For sure.
Specifically on Fridays.
Yes, that is the most of it. Catholic Church based in Rome, so it makes sense. Definitely. The Italian food is well synced up there. I'm also a fan of the pasta without meat.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I just go to the Italian food, the diet there.
It really connects you with the Vatican.
Right, right. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. But anyway, so we're like gotta go to the Costco food court, gotta get some cheese pizza, and we ended up going with the whole pizza. I think 3 of us were planning to split the whole pizza. We did not quite realize, at Costco they sell everything in bulk. And that includes the pizzas. The pizzas are a little bit larger than you might anticipate. And so that put us into a bit of a pickle. But we did end up getting through it with the help of our friends. But that was also in a different kind of sense, putting the digestive system through its paces.
Yeah.
Just loading it up, really. But
real hardship getting through all that pizza.
Sure. Sure. And then also had probably 1.5 foot long churro. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
They do it big. They do it big at Costco.
I guess. I've never had the food there.
Yeah.
I think I've been in one maybe a few times.
Okay.
Not sure when.
Sure.
But never frequented the food court before.
You might have to check it out. Or you might not. I don't know. I've heard the hot dogs.
Definitely not getting the cheese pizza. I don't think I could eat all that. But,
okay. They also do sell by the slice, which is what other people in our group went for. We just were a bit more ambitious. And by ambitious, we mean we didn't really realize the size that we were dealing with.
Careless, maybe.
Sure. That might be another way to put it. The other thing with ordering the whole pizza is it says delivery times may vary. And it did vary quite a bit from the single slice. I mean, I think you could have gotten a whole pizza worth of single slices in a significantly lower amount of time, given that it took probably half an hour or maybe more to get that. So
you're probably taking individual slices and putting them back together with your pizza. Might be why it took so long. But
yeah, which this is a little bit of a hack, I suppose, in that I don't think they did that because the individual slices were twice as big as the slices on the pizza. The single slice was actually a double slice of the whole pizza.
This is after you said that the pizza was huge.
Right.
So the individual slices are even bigger.
Not in diameter.
Well, sure.
But in
I would hope not.
Angle. Yes.
Oh, okay. They've got a wider angle.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
More obtuse.
It's like you take two pieces, get rid of the cut, then you've got a single slice.
Sure.
So they've
sort of trending towards 90.
Got some, yeah, exactly. They've got some advanced technology there that can mend the slices. But anyway, so that's a little hack for you there. For all you
Costco hack.
Costco food court goers. Also don't have to have a membership to go to the food court.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not
Which I say because I don't have a membership.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be there.
Yeah. You actually go in through the exit.
Yeah.
Which sounds pretty sketchy, but they didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, it was left open for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There was quite a line to get out of the building because they're checking all the items to make sure that you paid for all of them.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed at those kind of bulk stores.
Yeah.
Is they won't let you shoplift.
That's kind of annoying. They won't
let me shoplift.
You try it out and they just don't like it for some reason.
I did go to Sam's Club once and, they're selling it all in bulk. So I'm grabbing things. I'm grabbing everything.
Right.
Grabbing everything I need. I think I grabbed like a 24 pack of Sunkist.
Okay.
Sunkist soda.
Sure.
Threw that on the bottom. Grab all my other stuff. I'm checking out. Then the guy's going around. He starts checking the items, and I'm like,
oh
no.
I
did not.
No.
You're not going to believe this.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, buddy. I hear this every day.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm taking you to court.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those checkers, they take their job seriously. And, I hope they're probably making commission on, I hope that's what they're doing.
So I would say it's a little embarrassing how often I forget the things on the bottom.
Well, I guess
bottom rack of the shopping cart.
There you go. That kind of justifies the position. Because I was thinking, I'm looking at it. They've got like the rows that aren't like don't have cashiers like roped off. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I feel like it would be pretty difficult to take something from this Costco. So I'm like, it feels a little bit redundant to have the checkers as well. But now, hey, you're a shoplifter extraordinaire.
That man saved Costco about $6.
That adds up.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, how many times are you getting the Sunkist soda? Probably 2-3 times a week.
I don't really like Sunkist that much.
Okay.
So I think I only got it the once. But
so it was a bold move there.
It was sort of an impulse buy.
Yeah.
One time, not at Costco, but at Target, I bought 2 12 packs of soda.
Okay.
On the bottom run. Paid for them.
That's exciting.
Which is huge.
Unlike you.
Went outside, unloaded my groceries, got home, realized I didn't put them in my car.
The reverse shoplift.
So they were, I think, just kind of, I returned them to the store after paying for them.
Yeah.
And didn't get my money back.
The shop left.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I think, yeah.
So that was really unfortunate.
They need to consider that when
some Target worker, I think, got a nice surprise. Nice 2 12 packs to take home.
Yeah. Well, they probably restocked them and then they got double money for them, which is kind of huge for them.
Maybe.
If someone else paid for them.
If I was a Target worker, I think I would take them. But,
okay.
They were paid for. So.
That's true. I guess they're outside of the lanes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know where you lie, at least.
Sure.
In terms Target.
And that's why I don't work at Target.
Right. You're more of a Walmart kind of guy. Has there been anything else big going on for you, Ryan?
Anything else big? Well, I was a servant leader once again.
Wow. That's exciting. You smashing more stuff?
Told you once. No, I did not smash more things. That would probably be quite illegal at this event.
Okay.
This was a youth activities event.
What does that mean?
So it was kind of like youth programming, but no, not the programming you're thinking of.
But hey.
I realized once I said that might be interpreted as coding.
Right.
It was more like it was a youth sort of
conference. But not the youth you're thinking of.
No, yes, the youth.
Okay. All right.
It was a youth sort of conference. And then there were activities for the children to like interact with one another.
Sure.
And I was like a facilitator of that.
Facilitating youth interactions.
Yes.
Okay. Put that on the resume.
Sure. Specifically, it was for a group called JDRF. Not sure if you've heard of them.
Heard of those letters before, but can't say I've heard of them together.
So not in that particular combination.
What does that mean?
They are, well, I couldn't tell you exactly what JDRF
Junior
stands for.
Development Research Foundation.
That's probably close.
Okay.
I think it is actually Junior Diabetes Research Foundation. I'm not sure what the R stands for.
So I was pretty close.
I know that they do a lot with type 1 diabetes.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
This was sort of a conference for youth with diabetes or family members or children that have family members with diabetes.
Sure. So what kind of activities are we facilitating here?
So we've done a few different things. We've got diabetes bingo.
Okay.
So it's like regular bingo, but you sort of go around and you say, hey, what kind of insulin pump do you have? Okay. And then mark that off. Or, hey, stuff like that. I don't know exactly
so
how to describe it.
Like
there were some normal bingo squares too.
Normal bingo squares.
But it is sort of you go and ask other people if
so this is kind of like networking bingo kind of.
It's interactive bingo.
Right. So this is not
most bingo is, but
but I feel like most bingo, they've got one station that's calling out letters and numbers like B12.
Like
they're not calling out, the medic. I don't even know what kind of insulin pumps there are, but they're not just calling out insulin pumps. You're going and trying to find things that you have in common with other people. And when you do, you can mark that off. Is that kind of the idea? Okay.
Not necessarily in common, but
just
someone else that fulfills that quality.
That makes sense.
So there was that. Another one was, it was sort of a fashion show.
Okay.
But you kind of create the clothing, the costume with your group, and then showcase it for everyone. So it's sort of like a crafting experience.
So they're actually
we're not
making
talking about Minecrafting either.
Okay, good. They're actually making clothes.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
In the very rough sense of the word.
Okay.
Of clothing.
Okay.
So there were sort of these JDRF T-shirts that were available to sort of decorate and sort of make into a
masterpiece.
A masterpiece would be the best way to describe it.
So they're not
sewing.
That's what I was. Okay.
We're not running a sweatshop. But
we're
not
making Nike clothes out here.
Yeah, they are creating a masterpiece.
Okay.
So my group kind of right off the bat, my group was not sort of. They weren't into it. They weren't.
That's
I had
tough.
A group of 3 guys and 1 girl, and they were like, I mean, I don't really know what to do.
I don't really know what's wrong with this shirt.
Yeah,
I think
this
it's pretty
seems
good.
Fine. It's quite comfortable, and
it
was a double XL, which doesn't quite fit me, but
that's quite significant.
I should also preface that I was the model.
Oh, okay.
So
the group leaders are modeling.
The group leaders are modeling the clothing.
Well, that's exciting
which
for
is
you.
Nice. So I'm kind of like banking on a good, really good artifact that we produce.
And is this something that you've done before? Have you done a fashion kind of catwalk before?
I have not particularly been involved in making clothing or sort of showing it off.
Okay.
But first time for everything.
Yeah.
I think. And that's exciting. And this was that first time.
This could be a beginning of a fruitful career for you.
Yeah, I would say so. And I would say that my group was the undisputed winner.
Okay.
Even though we didn't necessarily declare a winner at the end.
Sure.
I'm not sure most fashion shows do.
But that would be exciting though.
Yeah. So my group kind of opted for the rip and tear route.
Wow.
So we were ripping off the sleeves.
Probably good.
We ripped off the bottom.
Sure. A little crop top tank top.
Our vision was And I would like to take credit for this.
Okay.
And I will.
Sure.
Because I think I kind of planted the seed in their minds of, what can we take and really roll with and really, make into our own was a superhero costume.
Okay.
So we're going sort of a costume that a superhero might wear. So we turned one of the sleeves into a mask.
Okay.
We got a sort of a uniform going. We got a superhero logo on the chest.
I like it.
Do you want to guess maybe what superhero this was?
Diabetes Man?
That's really close.
Okay.
Not quite. Diabetes Man was not our choice. We went for Captain Type 1 Diabetes.
Okay. I like it. He's the captain of all the Type 1 diabetics.
Yes.
Now you do not have Type 1 diabetes. It's an interesting choice there.
I do not.
To have you kind of portraying.
He sort of fights for people that do.
Right. He empathizes.
Yeah.
There you go.
He sort of spreads awareness.
Sure.
And makes sure that people are aware of Type 1 diabetes.
For sure.
I wore the costume. It was great.
So you really planted the seed. Say, hey, what if you make me a superhero?
Yeah. What if you make me the best costume ever?
Yeah.
And then I'll wear it without a problem.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, also I like that in the sense that you're kind of like the, when you have like teachers for like group projects for kids that they're submitting to some competition and then the teacher does all the work, but you didn't do all the work.
I did not do all the work.
You only had the idea.
I did make a last minute save.
Okay.
So that I was Captain Type 1 Diabetes instead of Captain Type 1 Diabetes.
That would have been tough.
That would have been real tough. But they did most of the work, which is nice. And we came out on top for sure.
That's exciting. That's exciting for you. Were there any other big notable fashion items?
The other groups didn't necessarily have themes to their costumes, which
that's disappointing.
It was not impressive to me.
No.
There were a lot of crop tops.
Okay.
There was sort of I think there was a tank top vibe going on in one of the groups,
but no other crop tank tops.
No crop tank tops,
and that's where they went wrong.
Superheroes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say we definitely hit it out of the park in creativity.
There you go. That's exciting, and created really a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't know who exactly he is under the mask, but
yeah, who is that masked man?
He's doing great work.
Yeah.
Other games that we played, just one actually. Well, we did do more things, but one of them wasn't really a game. I'll start with that one. It was gratitude mapping.
Gratitude mapping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of a buzzword for really just saying what you're thankful for.
Sure. I like it though.
So
I like maps.
Yeah, I did that. Sort of shared what we're grateful for. Really nice. They say that just writing down one thing you're thankful for every day can really help you appreciate life.
For sure.
And
at least some aspect of life.
We dedicated, one specific day for what we're thankful for. Thanksgiving.
Yes. Giving you thanks.
Maybe that's not enough.
Yeah. Make Thanksgiving all the time.
Yeah.
Always be eating pumpkin pie and overloading on turkey and that sort of thing.
We did the one other game we played though was have you heard of The Price is Right?
I have.
Okay, it's a lot like that.
Okay.
But not quite. So instead of guessing the price,
I think I see where this is going.
You are guessing a certain other metric.
Sure.
It's called The Carb is Right.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Carbohydrates. So we had a variety of food.
I like it. I like where this is going.
Kind of pull out the food and say, all right, how many carbs?
In this pumpkin pie, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
That sort of thing.
Sort of as the facilitators are enjoying a nice meal. We have the kids go to work to figure out the nutritional facts.
And that is really good. That is really good.
But, as I'm sure you're aware, diabetics kind of have to watch the carbs that they're taking in.
Absolutely.
Huge part of that. So, this was sort of trying to be aware of that.
Yeah.
And, my group was, we you win some, you lose some. All right. We got one exactly right.
Wow.
And, then we got one off by 40 grams.
That feels like a lot. That feels like a lot. I mean, what was this thing? It had to be like pure sugar.
I think it was actually macaroni and cheese.
It was a Peepsi.
A little box. It was not Peepsi.
Okay.
It was a box of Kraft mac and cheese.
I did not consider that like grains and stuff are carb heavy. Yeah. They really, what they should have done was they should have done the kids versus the facilitators, particularly the facilitators who don't have diabetes, just to show kind of how.
Kind of a little unfair because the coordinator sort of showed us some of the items beforehand and was like listing off the numbers.
Just so that you didn't embarrass yourself.
So I'm kind of telling my group, like, I don't know. I got a good feeling that it's a little higher than that.
I would say maybe like 1 or 2 higher.
Yeah.
1 or 2 grams.
I don't know. I'm getting a really good feeling about 52 grams for some reason.
What am I getting? What am I getting?
Something popped into my head.
Here, give me a 52. Taste of that. Give me a taste of that.
Yep.
That tastes like 52 grams.
52.
in my eyes. Yeah.
So that was fun. I realized I'm really bad at guessing nutritional information.
Particularly the nutritional information that you don't have prior access to, probably.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe even some really that you do have access to.
I mean, just any sort of guesstimation of that, those things in a food.
Yeah. How many carbs do you think are in this Peepsi?
I'm going to go with 100.
Okay. Not quite. You're probably going to want to get, if I had to guess, I would say probably 31 grams lower than that.
31 grams lower than that. Okay.
Yeah.
69.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
How do I do it?
I don't know. It includes, that includes 69 grams of added sugars. So it's all added sugars.
That's
as
great
opposed to
great to hear.
The sugars that are
that's
naturally.
In one bottle. That is in one bottle of pizza.
The serving size is one bottle.
I shudder to think about how many grams of added sugar I had with my one small sip. Probably at least a gram.
You're probably shuddering from all the sugars that you're.
Kidding. I was kind of shaking a little.
Yeah. I think, I don't really understand. This is 138% of your daily value of added sugars, which I don't really understand. How many added sugars are we supposed to have in a day as opposed to the normal sugars? Because those aren't the same values. So I don't really get the added sugars in general, but that's just a separate point.
I'm not sure about the exact definition. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
What else is under daily sugars?
What is a natural sugar in a Peepsi? I guess none of them, but I don't know. Regardless, with that, I think we're going to leave things there for this 40th episode.
That's right. Big 40.
That's right.
We're entering our middle ages.
That's right. We're probably going to have
crises.
Some sort of mid-podcast crisis here coming up.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
You won't want to miss that.
Right. It's going to be pretty exhilarating. There may or may not be kind of big fancy cars coming in to the mix.
Big purchases, production quality going through the roof.
Right. Yes, I will be getting new mics. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
I was talking to some people, and they were like, we prefer the shorter episodes.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Say, if you could just shorten it down to 0.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be ideal.
The shorter, the better.
Yeah. We would like that quite a bit.